friends, Allison here with AJ's Inspired Life, and I want to do a flip through for you of my July junk journal. This is the third time filming it, which is why it was already open, and I forgot to turn off my phone, so I'm going to try it again for you. So it is late. It is the end of August, and as you can see, and this is July's junk journal, I'm giving myself grace and allowance that I'm not going to finish it. I was trying to finish it, and it's just not going to get done. So I'm going to show you what I did do. I started it late, and July was a crazy traveling month for me. And so I knew it would be a little bit difficult, but I did take it with me, and I didn't work on it while I was gone. And I wanted to try and do it when I got back, and I just haven't. And I'm going to let it be what it is and just be done with it. And then I am so looking forward to next year because I know they do it yearly, and I didn't know about it before. So anyway, I did make a binder, a signature sewn in, and I had to watch Kristie's video again. So thank you, sweet Kristie, for that over at Meta Mandala Arts. And it's just a simple, but I can't ever really remember, and I don't do it enough. So I did make this. It's all out of junk. And so anyway, or found pieces that I have, nothing's bought. So I found this on Joey DeFee's channel, and I know Meg Journals is the one I think that maybe created it or give the prompts. I'm not 100% sure, but Joey's channel is where I found it. So thank you, Joey. And I will try to link those below if I can find them. or if I can remember. All right, so let me show you what I did really quickly. So the outside is out of a packing envelope. Okay, because I thought like I would, stick stuff in here to use or whatnot, and I didn't really use it. But these are just my shipping envelopes. So if you guys got Happy Mail from me, this is normally what it comes in. This is just watercolored here. And then on the outside, I went ahead and just Mod Podge. This is all just napkins. And then made a little title with some old scrapbook stickers and whatnot. So it's just Mod Podge napkins. It's pretty cool. This is the obviously the end of the binding, if you will. And what I would probably do is just like cut these and put some beads or something funky on it. I was using it to my original thought was kind of use it to tie, but I don't really need it, and it's kind of thin, and it's not, anyway, so I think I'll probably cut them off and do something so they kind of hang there like that. So anyway, okay, so that's that. The first page, and again, it's all just junk that I found. So this is like a bag from a store in the mall. I went ahead and made a prompts page. I do like doing this if I am going to do prompts. I don't normally follow prompts like in my daily Fibonacci or anything. I don't really do prompts anymore. But when I do, I like to have them. So sometimes I'll make a pocket and like pop them in, cards, if you will. And so anyway, so I just made this. I cut the letters out of magazines and then listed them all here. I started to cross them off and then just stopped that as well. So anyway, but I do like having them. And then this I found from a magazine, which I just loved. And it says, I don't know what I'm doing. And it's the not knowing that makes it interesting. And I thought that was just really interesting for this book because, yeah, it's just all junk, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So, all right, the first title is, the first day anyway, the prompt was introduction. So you're supposed to just kind of make a page and write a letter to yourself or something. I don't really know. I just put a little note here to Joey because just as a reminder, like that's where I got the inspiration to do it. So, no, and I'm always just so grateful, you guys. I say that all the time. I just love, the YouTube community and just supporting each other and finding creativity from each other and inspiration and just all of that. So this was just something fun. This is an old piece of like a book paper that I'd painted on here. And this is from a magazine. And then I just wrote a little note to myself. It says, working on being creative daily, starting the junk journal July and going to do the prompts. And the quote that I chose here was, I want to be the woman who does what she loves. And I just thought that was kind of cool. So that was my introduction page. Day 2 was collage. So I made this collage from a magazine that I have. And you can see here, I didn't do like the journaling. I was going to, I guess, journal, but I just left it blank. So here's this kind of cool paper I made out of something. I might actually ooch this out of this book and use it for something else because I really like this. So day 3 was tags. So I had some tags and I started to put them on here, and I didn't really know what I was doing. And then I found a bunch of just plain tags. I backed them all. just collaged on the front, but then I made them into a page. I had done this a long time ago, and I don't remember whose channel I watched. I mean, years and years ago, like 5 years ago, I saw this, and it just came to me. I remembered it, and I really like it. I think it's a really funky page, and so I made that for tags. I really like that. All right, so that's the third. The fourth, the prompt was vintage. This is Happy Meal, I think from Kristie, this fun thing here. And then I had this. And you guys know, if you watch my channel, I kind of hoard my Happy Meal sometimes, and I don't want to use it. And so this is like, I don't know. I'm tempted even now to kind of rip this out and use it in something else, because it's like, oh, it's so pretty. So anyway, but that was the prompt there. Oh, and so I journaled. I always have a hard time using the things sent to me, so this is good. They now have a special place. So I'll see if I can leave it in here. But day 5 was favorite color. I chose red. I kind of go back and forth, but red's definitely one of my power colors. I definitely love it. So I did some background color, obviously on the actual paper, and then just used napkins or washi or whatever else I could find that brought that color out. Day 6, the prompt was note to self. So I just picked out some little quotes I like or whatnot, and then I wrote myself a little note. Be you. You are amazing. Be fearless. Try new things. Take the risk. Trust people. Be brave. Laugh and dare. And then these are like out of scrapbook magazines or whatever, right? That was like a stamped card or something. So I just cut that out. Fun math paper and stuff. All right. Day 7 was florals. This was out of, you know, a magazine. It was just blank though, and I just painted, like colored in the flowers. I didn't draw this or paint the whole thing, but I do think it's beautiful. It's really pretty. 8 was minimalist, and so I found like basic font written, and then just put some basic, I don't know what minimalist, I don't know. And I know Joey had like examples on her channel of what she did, but I didn't get to watch all of those or really see like what I was supposed to do here. And so I just did obviously the minimal for me, and I never really came back to finish it. So like I said, I'm going to be okay with it the way it is. So, all right. Number 9 was favorite quote. It was totally difficult to pick a favorite quote, obviously. So I chose one that I liked. It was just kind of one that popped out to me that day. And it says, it always seems impossible until it's done. And I've been listening to a lot of motivational podcasts and, you know, that sort of thing lately. And this is just so true. Like any world record, obviously, or anything, you know, we don't know what we can do until we do it. And then all of a sudden other people start doing it. So the example is like always like, no one thought they could run the 4-minute mile. And then, you know, he did. And then the next year, 19 people ran the 4-minute mile or whatever. Right. So I do think that quote's pretty powerful. This is some really fun paper that I used in here. This is actually drawer liner. If you guys ever have a chance to buy some, I get it at like Tuesday morning. It's scented. It smells really good, but it's got a really cool texture to it. And then this really fun like pattern. So, okay. So day 10 was handwriting. And this again was from that font like book or whatever that I had. And I really like it. I wish my handwriting looked like this. And I was gonna put like a piece of vellum over it, if you will, and, you know, practice my handwriting on top of it. But I just, again, never got around to it. So, okay, 11 is unconventional. And this is just like so not me. And it was just so this is out of this weird art book that I've shown you guys on a previous channel before. And I cut out 2 different pictures, obviously, and then just put it in there. And then this just cracks me up because he looks like a therapist, which is like an inside joke for me, of course. So I put him on there like analyzing this. And then I just said, I struggle with unconventional. I've worked my whole life to do what is right and basically letting fear and anxiety dictate my choices. I'm working on changing this. And so this was very unconventional for me. So that's what's fun about prompts, right? Like, I mean, you can kind of push yourself to like try something new. So I do appreciate it. Day 12 was washi. So I just washied some stuff in. I don't know. These are probably like literally what was on my desk that day. This is my snail washi, which I do like. I try to put it on some Happy Meal, and a little note. Like even that's washi, a big thick piece. This is washi, this is washi. And I just put, I love washi. I'm not very good at using it, and I certainly have way too much of it. So I'm going to try to find other creative ways to use it. So I like that. The 13th, the prompt is elements. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I mean, really what I was supposed to do with the page. So again, I started just kind of basic and put some stuff on here, which I do really like. And again, I think like I got this from Happy Mail or something. I know I got this, I think, from Elizabeth. Maybe this is a pillowcase I have. I don't know. But I'm tempted to almost like rip it out because I don't want to waste it. But gosh knows I have plenty. So just kind of made that page there. So not really anything here. This is, you know, one of the pages I've used from an old textbook or like encyclopedia book that I really like. I like the artwork on it. So kind of cool. The 14th was postcard, and we had gotten this postcard recently from my parents, so I popped that in there. I was going to do some other journaling and whatnot. The 15th was lyrics, and lyrics was really difficult for me because I didn't know, like, do I choose lyrics that inspire me or that lift me up or make me think or cry or anyway, so I just chose some. I think looking at lyrics, it's something I do frequently at work. Because oftentimes we are kind of judgmental maybe about a song, and because of the whatever genre or the artist or whatever, and if we can take that part away and we can look at the lyrics of the words, sometimes they are so powerful. And so I chose some, I guess, examples. Maybe that was kind of what I was pulling from, is some songs like that. Obviously, this one is from Michael Jackson, so I'm starting with The Man in the Mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, you have to take a look at yourself and make the change. And I think that's so powerful. But I also know Michael Jackson is kind of like a controversial whatever, singer, artist, whatever, and some people just don't like him or his style, whatever, right? But like if you just were to look at that message, I think it's pretty powerful. So here's another one from him. There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love, and this place could be much brighter than tomorrow. Anyway, and then this is like a country song that I love. It says, we call them strong, those that can face the fire, this world alone, who seem to get by on their own, those who never take the fall, standing outside the fire. Life is not tried, it is merely survived if you're standing outside the fire. So anyway, I really enjoyed this page. That's by the Garth Brooks, by the way. Anyway, and I like the happy song. Anyway, this was a fun page. 16 is sketch. You guys know how much I love sketching, so I obviously completely avoided this page and never came back to it. Although it's like one of my goals. I don't know why it's a goal. If I clearly don't enjoy it. I've really tried. I will probably make it my goal again and get out my sketchbooks and try to doodle cats and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's the sketch page. 17 was obviously mail. And so I started to put, again, some envelopes in here. And I don't know, was going to fill them or whatnot. 18 is hidden. So I think I was going to try and do something in here with the envelope that is hidden also. I don't know. So, but they were fun prompts. I really like them. And I love some of the paper I use. Like this is from an old, I think, Japanese book that I really like. 19 was stamps. So I started to do a little bit of stamping like with rubber stamps. And then I also found some like stamps from the mail. These stamps are harder. I don't get very much mail with stamps on it. So most of our mail, you know, kind of comes this way, if you will. So this is fun stenograph paper or stenotype paper, I guess. I like that. Okay, so the 20th was, the prompt was layers. So I layered some different pages in here, just some different. And then I kind of did a fold out here of a ticket because we were traveling. 21 is weekly highlights. And I just journaled here a little bit. And I just said it's highlighted by my trip that I'm on with my boy back east. This paper is from Kristie Biddleson and her cat. And this was the piece with his little paw prints on it. And I didn't want to use it. But I was like, this would be a good place to use it. So I cut a piece out of it and put it in there. This sweet paper is Kiki K paper, which I've never had before. This is from Sweet Karen down under, and she sent me a whole bunch of different samples of it. I guess they come out seasonally or something. I'm not too sure. But anyway, I thought it was so cute. And I thought, oh, I'm going to use a piece in here. So I just said, keeping my promise about daily exercise. This is the easy part for me because I enjoy it and I feel better. The next step is, healthy food every day, which is obviously the same thing. And I put 17 days on the road, different hotels nightly. So working out every day at a different hotel or wherever we were. So that was kind of my weekly highlight. This prompt was dark and moody, and so you can tell I just chose a dark and moody page. This, like, the artwork was already on here, and then I journaled like kind of some dark and moody journaling on here in a black pen that you can barely see, and that's kind of the purpose of it, right? Because the process of journaling is in itself healing, and so it doesn't matter if I can even see it later. I already did the process of it, and so I've left it here. So I kind of liked that one. That was cool. And I just stuck, I don't know, like our room ticket or badge thing or something on there. All right, so that's the 22nd, the 23rd. So you go from dark and moody to light and airy for the 23rd. And so I stuck my spa card on there or whatever parking thing and spa thing from our hotel that we were at. This is a piece of paper. This blue piece is the piece I started with. I cut out like a flower to put on it, and then inside I put some, stuff from our hotel. This is another piece of Kiki K paper that I was going to kind of journal on here about our day. I might actually go back and do that because I have my journaling saved and had some stuff I wanted to write in here. And I used like the yellow color for light and airy. 24th was story of the day. And so I just wrote, what a day, great visit. This was a campus we loved. I would have signed him up that day if possible. But we have many schools to go and no school is perfect, but it was so cool. And it was neat. And I just put, today is a great day. And it's just cool seeing him meet, with these colleges and coaches. And I just put, I love the man he's becoming, so blessed. And so I know I'm blessed to have this time with him and take the trip and everything. So it was pretty cool. So it was, story of the day was a good prompt. 25th was a pocket. So I made a pocket out of a bag and I stuck some stuff in here that I'd gotten from Happy Meal. But see this, I think I'm going to pull it. Like, I can't leave it in here. I didn't even use it and I just love it. So I don't know what I'm going to do about pockets. So I might go back, but I put some other little pockets over here. Something from a tag, obviously from traveling. Here's a map page. 26 is playlist, and I put current playlist. And so this is interesting because I had gotten back from the Rise conference with Rachel Hollis, and one of the things we had talked about was making a playlist, like a pump up playlist or whatever. And so I pulled like the top 10 songs off my pump up playlist or whatever that morning that I had been listening to while running. So that's what that is. And I said, yeah, so worked on creating a playlist after Rise, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a sample. So anyway, here's some cool, more paper from that book that I really like. 27th was In the Wild. I obviously didn't finish this. I had brought some little stickers. These are this is like, washi. This is from Dollar Tree. I know these are like a wall decal from Dollar Tree, but I obviously didn't finish. And I actually really like this page. Like, I just like how it looks. So I may just, I may really use this as a junk journal and rip it up and repurpose it is what I may do because I'm liking so much of the elements. But anyway, the 28th was Window. So this was out of one of the brochures that we had gotten from the colleges or a local magazine or something. A little blurb from the hotel, stuff like that. 29th is Gratitude. And so where did I get this? I don't know. I found this somewhere. Grateful for lessons learned. And I didn't, do the journaling. I just started the prompts. So cut out like this piece here. So kind of cool. This is that old book that I've painted in. And so I just rip out pages when I want something. And 30th is celebration. So this is, again, I tried to keep like all of our room key envelope things and like stick little things in there or whatnot, just as a reminder. This is that same book that, again, I've just painted on all the pages a sample. This, like, I put in there from celebration. This is from Laura, and it's so pretty, and I cannot just leave it in here and not have anything. So yeah, as walking through, so yeah, so sorry, I'll keep going. 31st is reflections, and obviously I have not done it, and I'm not going to. So, or maybe I will, and then I'll rip it up. But I think even in processing it with you guys, I think I might be ripping it up and reusing it. And maybe that's a perfect use for a junk journal. I don't know. But anyway, that is my take on the junk journal. This is from one of the tags. I don't know if I showed you that in here. That was on the sweet Happy Mail from Kristie. I don't know. It's kind of fun, but it doesn't have a lot of journaling and memories. I might rip it up and repurpose it in a different way. I'm not too sure, but I did want to share it because I really appreciate the inspiration and the prompts and just the whole community and their ideas. So I don't know if you guys did Junk Journal July. If you didn't, I would encourage you to try it next year. It was really fun, and I will be looking forward to it next year, and I will be ready ahead of time. To at least start and know it's coming. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you're doing something today that inspires you. Have a great one. Bye.